The difference between an ordinary person and an extraordinary person lies in the degree of concentration. If one works with complete concentration, losing all consciousness of oneself, the work that is done will be infinitely better. Welcome young friends to Youth Talk. Venue, Swami Vivekananda Ancestral House. Welcome. It's all for you all. And what a brilliant quotation you have all selected. What a brilliant quotation. It's about concentration. And we also received number of queries from all of you all. And all the queries, all the questions and all the queries are so relevant. We are all standing on the same platform and we are all taking each other very seriously. That's brilliant. Thank you. Just thank you. Now, today we will be discussing regarding the characteristics of concentration. On what aspects, on what factor our concentration really depends. We will be discussing about those things. Regarding the process of concentration, which is thoroughly given in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, and nowadays number of psychologists, number of researchers, they are actually researching on concentration. There is positive psychology, flow, a very important book, flow. You can just go through those things and you can just search it, just Google it and you will get it. So those are the process. Today we won't be touching the process level in that way, right? Today we won't be. Next day of course we will be. But today the main chemistry behind concentration, on what aspects our concentration really depends, on those aspects we will be interacting, we will be discussing with all of you all. And our great teacher Swami Vivekananda, what he referred, what you all have selected, his message, and he said the difference between ordinary person and extraordinary person. It's not a factor of person. He meant the difference between ordinary performance and extraordinary performance just depends on the degree of concentration. How much I can concentrate. It is entirely dependent on that. Our great teacher, he himself had a brilliant level of concentration, unparalleled level of concentration. And he gave categorically, he said that whatever I am doing, whatever I am producing, it's entirely the result of my concentration. He said it categorically that only one thing what I have practiced, seriously what I have practiced, one thing. Which one is that? That is concentrating the mind. Concentration. He really practiced concentration. Just try to think with a calm brain, with a stable mind. Just try to think. Is it lack of concentration or shifting of concentration? Are we really lacking concentration or our concentration gets shifted to some other object, to some other subject? Is it that or it's lacking of concentration? Which one it is? Whenever we are concentrating, suppose we are concentrating on a particular subject or we are concentrating on a particular program or particular project in our office. After 5 minutes, suddenly we are shifting to some other subject. Suppose we are concentrating on a computer and we are concentrating on Excel sheet. But after 5 minutes, we are thinking about a film. Then after 2 minutes, we are thinking about a match. So we are thinking or we are considering it to be lack of concentration. But it is not lack of concentration. It is shifting. We are just shifting. We are just transferring and changing our focus. We are only changing our focus. Concentration level is not reducing. It cannot reduce. Just believe one thing. My dear friends, just believe one thing. We are all born with infinite level of concentration. We do have that. The quality of our life is entirely dependent on the quality of our experience. What sort of experience we are going through. Okay? The quality of our life is dependent on our experience. What experience we have gathered in our life. Our experience, is that entirely dependent on event or it's entirely dependent on our focus? Which one it is? Our experience, whatever we are experiencing, whether it is dependent on a particular event or on what we are focusing. Right? Yes? Hello? On what we are focusing. So every event actually has got two objects to focus. The positivity behind it and the negativity. Each and every event, each and every failure and each and every success, both do have that two event, that two object, positivity and negativity. Any event do have positivity and negativity in it. How we are focusing on that event actually entirely controls our experience level. It's all a factor of focus. Where I am focusing. It's all a factor of focusing. Now, very important factor, how to fix up the focus and how to get the positive impact from any focus. The best way is detachment from the result. Just again think very calmly. If we are attached with your result, if we are attached with our result, then we will be tensed, isn't it? Yes, hello? Isn't it? Right? We will be tensed if we are attached with our result. Again, a very spontaneous example. Suppose now I am talking with all of you all, but if in my brain I am thinking in that way, that is, I must talk in such a way that you all got to be impressed. Everybody should accept me, right? If I am having that sort of thought process in my brain, then of course I will be tensed, number one. And number two, I will deliberately try to impress all of you all. That should not be done. I must enjoy this interaction, and the best way to enjoy this interaction is to get detached from the result. Whether you all are liking it or not liking it, that is irrelevant. That is irrelevant. I and we must enjoy this moment, and thereby we will be having the highest level of concentration, because we are getting detached from the result. Once Cristiano Ronaldo, after the Spain World Cup match, he was asked. Everybody know that he has got a brilliant body language just before taking free kick, like that, and he's just watching the ball, just right. You have seen it, isn't it? Okay. Now he was asked, "Sir, just before taking the free kick, what goes through in your mind? What actually goes through?" And he thought for a moment and he said, "Nothing." Everybody said, "What? Nothing?" He said, "Of course, nothing. Only one thing. Ball and net, and nothing else. My colleagues are shouting, 'Come on, Ronaldo, you will have to do.' It's not entering my ears. All the crowds shouting and cheering, it's not entering. What I am getting detached? I am getting detached from losing. If I miss the goal, then I will lose. My team will lose. I am not thinking about it. If I score the goal, my team will win and we will win. It's not coming inside my brain too. Because if these things are coming, if I am concentrating on this thing, then who will concentrate on this project? That is football, goal and net. Who will? Because the entire 100% of concentration must be here. So if I am thinking about the result, if I am thinking about the externalities and the impact of the result, then the present concentration is gone. So it is that, getting detached from the impact, from the result. Another brilliant example is Amitabh Bachchan in Piku. So at this age, he is taking the film so seriously that all through the shooting period, for months and months, he is actually interacting with everybody like the character in Piku. He is calling Deepika Padukone just like that, Pico, just like that. He is, without shooting, he is interacting with the hotel boys and hotel people and the other people, just like as if he is interacting or as if he is in that character. Why he is doing it? Why he is doing it? And he was asked that while you are shooting the film, are you thinking that what sort of impact will be? What sort of impact will be? How this film will be successful or not? What sort of impact? And he said no. He said no. Why should I think? Why should I think about the final product? Why should I think about the result? At present, what I am supposed to do, I got to concentrate there only. This is Amitabh Bachchan. This is Amitabh Bachchan. And getting detached from the result, that is, I will not think about the impact. And second, proper practice. And that is what our great teacher said, practicing concentration. Concentration also required to be practiced. Because it's within us. It's within us. It's not required to improve. We are already improved. It's only we require to observe it and we need to practice it. And the best way to practice it is to focus on the present situation, getting detached from the impact of this work. Very important aspect, another aspect of concentration. How long we are concentrating and on what subject? On what subject? Right? So, how long and on what subject and on what topic? And how it can be controlled, and how that I can get back into whatever I should or I am supposed to concentrate. How it will happen? It can only happen through talking with oneself. Talking with oneself. You all have seen number of matches, sports matches, right? You have seen. How many times you have seen that a batsman playing a bad shot and talking with him, come on, don't play. How many times you have seen a tennis player after hitting a bad shot, just fighting with, come on, why you are doing this? He is talking or she is talking with oneself, and that is the main aspect, to come back to whatever I should concentrate. It will go. Means our mind will shift sometime, but we need to talk with ourselves. Once we are shifting, we got to say, come on mind, this is not done. We need to concentrate. Come on, come back. This talking, the tenacity, this talking tenacity will come from what? From love towards my subject, from love towards my object, and from love will come passion. That's a normal thing. From love will come passion, and that passion will actually help me to concentrate more. That passion will actually help me to get detached from the result, to get detached from the impact, positive or negative. Both same. Both are actually future and impact. Both same. We should not get attached with positive impact or with negative impact. So that passion, and if these things are properly maintained, then a situation will come. That is the most important situation for any concentration level. That is to be in a flow. And what is that? Actually, all of us experience this flow sometime or other. All of us actually experience this flow sometime or other. And what is that flow? Is going beyond oneself. Is moving beyond oneself. I am not aware about myself. I am only aware about what I am doing. That is going beyond oneself. That is the flow. And that should be the highest objective of concentration. To be in a flow. To be in a flow, to forget oneself. I am so much engrossed, I am so much involved in whatever I am doing, I got to forget myself. And it is not a mechanical thing. If I am maintaining all those things, if I am maintaining that I am not getting attached with my result, if I am maintaining that I must talk with myself. I must talk with myself. Why? Even if a single moment I am losing, I am moving to some other subject matter, I must talk with myself. If I am actually maintaining, if all of you all are maintaining these fine aspects, these chemistries, then flow will naturally come. Because flow depends on passion, and passion will naturally come. We will be able to experience passion. We all have. We actually are not inviting it. We all have. So concentration must not be improved. It's already there. It's not in some other room. It's not in some other talk. It's not in a youth talk program. No. It's there. You all are born with it. We all are born with this highest level of concentration. So we are all born with highest level of concentration. Another aspect which must be kept in mind properly, that is, concentration depends on two very important things: our own skill and what challenge we are facing. Our own skill and what challenge we are facing. Concentration depends on both these things. If our skill is lower than the challenge we are facing, then we may develop anxiety. Right? We may develop anxiety. Oh my God, the challenge is much bigger than me. The challenge is problematic. It's like that. And if we are facing a lower challenge than our skill, then we will develop what? Boredom. We will be bored about our project. That's why so many brilliant actors used to say that this role is so challenging. I have accepted this role, it's only because of a challenge. This role is so challenging. This actually improves our concentration level. Just be calm. Just be stable. We all are born with this brilliant concentration level. We need to observe and we need to recognize it. And we need to use it. And we need to practice it properly. We just need to apply it and we just need to use it. Well done. Thank you. Well done.